Nah, he don't
That's
got that much
ludicrous.
power. He don't got that much power for sure. Stephon Diggs, he's back at his hometown. I can see
He is from
Stephon Diggs.
Maryland.
Yeah, he is from Maryland, so I can see him going over 1,000 yards this year. That's if you want to put some money on that, go ahead. But I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't take whatever I'm saying seriously. But I just think Stephon Diggs will hit over 1,000 this year. Here we go, our quarterback Malik Willis.
Mm. Nice little throw. Pick
That's
ten.
Caleb Douglas, rookie. Austin Jackson said he 100% now. We gonna see. We gonna see. That's it. Right? Former Dolphins Rasul Douglas all over the final play of Team Red Zone to force incompletion. Get congratulations from his sideline. So Rasul Douglas, he was balling out. You know, he was with us last year. Now he's trying to show out since we're over there and now at his new team with the Commanders. So we see how it is. It's okay. It's okay, Rasul. I low key wish we kept him. I low key wish we did, but we didn't.
You, you can hear me?
Kinda, not really.
I'm just saying. I'm posting this on my Instagram. Just give me a second. I'm being right back. I'm just posting the live. I'm sharing the live on my Instagram.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Jaden Daniels has separate separate completions of 15 to 20 yards to Traylon Burks, Van Jefferson against decimated Dolphins secondary. Marco Wilson nearby against Burks. Another other one was between Marshall and Lonnie Johnson, who is back. Man, that's tough, man. But Jaden Daniels, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in my opinion in the NFL. I knew he would be able to take advantage of our defensive backs. Just based off the quarterback he is himself. So hey, it is what it is. Plus, I know that I think Chris Johnson did. He didn't practice today. Who else? Who else? Who else didn't practice today? Well, Brent. I'm pretty sure Brent ain't practice. Pretty sure about that. And I think was it Marshall? I could be wrong though. Could be wrong, but man, our secondary gotta do better. Um, if anything, our D line they gotta get back there to help our secondary. I told y'all that on a previous stream too, for sure.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Daniels had his way with Dolphins defense. Terry McLaurin had a sideline grab downfield on Jason Marshall's side, but seemed like one of the safeties' responsibilities between Anderson and Taffy. Miles Battles, Major Burns let tight end Chick Okonkwo get open up the seam. Just bad news from our secondary. Very bad news from our secondary today. I thought since Larry Tunsil was out, we would have a small chance in regards to being able to compete with the Commanders, but no hope. No hope. Ethan Bonner broke up a deep shot to De'Ami Brown, thrown by Jaden Daniels. Kyle Lewis had a nice run stop. All right. Rashad White got around left side for a big gain against second team Dolphins D. Couldn't tell who failed to set the edge on that one. Rashad White, he was with the Buccaneers last year. Found a new home here. We'll see if he could carve out a role and become a better running back than he was with the Buccaneers. He's not a bad running back. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a good addition by the Commanders. Good addition. Just wrapped up wide receiver one-on-ones. Washington receivers clearly won. Diggs had some really pretty catches, and Antonio Williams had a sick juke at the line of scrimmage. Burks ended things with a TD catch. So they receivers, they was just doing whatever they want on us. They was up topping us, quick slant, whatever, option route. Come on. We got to do better as a team, man. We got to do better. Got to do better. We're wrapping up red zone drills with back-to-back touchdowns from Marcus Mariota. So not even Jaden Daniels. We let Marcus Mariota tear our up. First to Bradley and second to Nick Nash. Nick Nash is like the fourth string receiver on the Commanders, and he's scoring touchdowns on us at practice. At practice. I know our DBs were out there, but man, it sounded like them boys had a field day out there. You know, one's back in for red zone drills. Daniels to Diggs, TD in the back of the end zone, of course. Mike Sanders drill just got a pick on Malik Willis, and he took it all the way back, followed by his teammates. A lot of fun energy on the defensive sideline. Malik, stay away from the picks, man. Don't do it in the game. You can do it at practice. Go ahead, but don't do it in the game. Got excited. Shout out to TD Fins Talk. Blade Daniels gets sacked. Then Malik Willis picks six. Then the next play, Malik throws a 20-yard dart to Philip Douglas. He's fighting back. Okay, you can work with that. He's fighting back. You can work with that, man. Hopefully, this helps our guys. Get comfortable and like, hey, it's sweet over here. Like, we got some good teams going up. We just read about that one. Agape Owe has like 4 sacks today.
Mm.
He's out there right now. 4 sacks?
Damn, you know what I'm saying? In practice, that boy balling.
But you would have thought we had no O line out there, dog.
Yeah,
What is up, man?
that running back finna get hella carries.
What would you do? Like, let's say you at practice and a kid got 4 sacks on the O line, and like the O line can't block him at all. What would you do as a coach?
Mm. Somebody getting cut. Type.
But that's not gonna help you block the guy. He already got 4 sacks on the day. He probably got more too.
Mm. I said I probably get cut somebody, but try to trade, bring somebody else in. They probably do it better.
Chase Malik Willis down on a boot to the left. Chase is so fast. So maybe Malik Willis ain't as fast as we thought, but Chase he's a fast guy. I think he run like a 4.4, but he's a big edge guy, like 6'4", 260,
Yep.
something in that range. But he could definitely run a 4.4. So that's what I'm saying. These defensive ends, bro, they getting too big nowadays. Too big and too fast at the same time. Too big and too fast at the same time. Let me search him up real quick. Hold on. Kalavion Chason Combine. Uh, Pull that up. Oh, they don't got the. Nah, they don't got it. 6'3", 254. You know, he was a dog coming out of high school. Texas, definitely a dog. Definitely a dog. Where was Chase on with the sack on Malik Willis to start the final 11 on 11 still. So our O line had a hard time blocking Kalavion Chase on. The pressure is all over Malik Willis in this final drill. Holy smokes.
Mm.
You don't hear nothing good about the Dolphins. Nothing good about the Dolphins. Some early returns from Dolphins joint a practice with the Commanders. Chop Robinson has been the best player for Miami. For the whole team? Run defense overall has been good.
Getting
Secondary,
torched.
yeah, torched.
Mhm.
O line is getting killed. Those two, those two positions right there, you can't afford those positions to be bad, dog. You can't. You can't, bro. Caleb Douglas has been solid. Willis hasn't been great, man. Willis, I'm not gonna blame this one on you. Look what it says right here. O line is getting killed. So the O line is
Willis.
killed. What makes you think the quarterback is going to perform well? No way he's going to perform well if the O line can't block for him. You know, so maybe this is a tanky year. You know, we've been going up against each other all these practices, thinking that we have a very good team, but you know, we probably got humbled today by the Commanders, and we could take that lesson, you know, by going up against the Commanders and taking it to New York. You know, we probably gonna lose that preseason game based off everything I'm hearing off of this practice right here. So I don't know, man. I don't know. My takeaways from the Commanders Dolphins joint practice: Washington offensive line struggled today. So not only our offensive line struggled, but their offensive line struggled too. So okay, decent job at the D line, but our secondary, you know, couldn't do anything for the D line in regards to getting pressure. As a result, the run game was a non-factor. Jaden Daniels was still accurate and protected the ball. Wide receivers look good. Washington defense locked down. Miami offense is not good. Man, so we got disrespected today. We got humiliated. You know, how you feel about the season based off everything I'm saying, man? How you feel the season's gonna go for the Dolphins? Go ahead.
Huh?
How you feel the season's gonna go for the Dolphins?
Oh, wow. Looking real slow for y'all boys, man. To say the least. Like the goal should be win 5 games. Yeah, that's probably the bet of the year. Will the Dolphins win 5 or more games this year?
Based off this practice today,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Cause
Before
I
this
remember how we were just talking about how they might. It's like the chances of them even make it to the playoffs are slim to none. So will they have a winning season? Who knows?
Before this practice, I thought that we could win at least 9 games.
Hmm.
Now, after this practice, I think 6 or 7. Based off all of the tweets that have been going out.
Hmm. There's no footage yet. Can't record it.
But
The practice ain't nobody recorded the practice.
they did, but it's all on Twitter. I'm going to that next soon. I'm going to that next soon.
In the morning. Yeah, I mean, I was really excited. I got released at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and decided to drive and go see my family. So I was in a car when I got the call, and it was just a whirlwind. Like, it was a really cool experience. I heard it's kind of rare for that stuff to happen, so just kind of excited. Just excited to get out here and work, learn the playbook, and get after it.
I believe you met with Jeff Hafley last night, and that was the
Yes.
first time you saw him. How did that first meeting go?
It was awesome. It just feels good, like getting a new opportunity, a fresh start, and being able to talk to the coaches. That's what they're looking for. So I'm excited.
What was the first thing you learned about how things are done here in Miami under Jeff Hafley?
Honestly, just physicality, getting after it on the line of scrimmage and at other positions too. It seems like a team of grinders, people that want to work. So I love that.
You've been beat.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard he got beat today. That's what I heard. But hey, we just traded for Caden Wallace, so hopefully he could be a good tackle for us. By seeing him pop up on the notes in regards to losing a one-on-one rep. So we'll see. We'll see.
And there where I think it was you in the middle of it. What happened there where I think it was you in the middle of it? Players had to get separated. Could you describe what was going on?
I mean, it's a physical game. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. I keep my emotions in check on the field. On the field, hey, it's a physical game. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of respect for the Commanders, though. A lot of respect for the O-line.
Was that you and Connerly, was it?
I don't know who it was. I don't even know.
Whoever was in front of you.
Whoever it was.
I was getting it.
How would you describe it?
What happened?
So he got into a little scuffle
Right.
today with the O-line.
But you don't know who it was.
He was just going at the whole O-line.
Right.
So he was talking. You can hear him. You can hear in his voice like he was active today. I don't think nobody swung because Coach Hafley said if you swing, you out of practice. He's taking you out. He's taking you out. But it seemed like he had an okay practice. He called it truce with the Commanders' O-line, so it shouldn't be a big issue. Here's Jordan Brooks. He's gonna talk about how practice went.
I thought it was a good day. It's kind of hard to really assess everything without watching the film yet, but just the feeling off, just coming off the field, I felt it was a good day. Some things we definitely got to clean up, but that's what we expect day one of joint practice. So the overall feeling was good.
What about the physicality?
I thought we brought that. That was the main thing that guys really wanted us to come in with. Physical mindset. Obviously, we're not tackling, but thudding up, stopping the ball carrier in the hole, being sound in the run game. That was the biggest emphasis, and I thought we came out doing that early.
For a second straight year, you guys.
I thought it was a good day. It's kind of hard to really assess everything without watching the film yet, but just the feeling off, just coming off the field, I felt it was a good day. Some things we definitely got to clean up, but.
Linnell Willingham here with Commanders rookie linebacker Sonny Styles after their joint practice against the Miami Dolphins.
This is the linebacker that they just drafted. You remember that 6'4" linebacker, 250 that 4'4"?
You run a 4-4?
Yeah. He had DN that played linebacker, but he got the speed of a DB.
Sonny, you finally got to hit another color jersey for the first time in your career. You can see the instincts flying off the page with you. How do you think you looked out there, man? How did you feel the defense played?
It was a solid day. I thought we competed. Thought we executed really well. It's nice to get out there competing against another team. Overall, it's a good day.
What was the message from Coach Quinn and then Durante Jones going into this practice? You guys' first time hitting another color jersey.
I mean, obviously, we want to keep it clean, be professionals, but I mean, I think we wanted to, assert our violence. That'd be the standard of who we are as a team. We're a violent team. I thought we played violent out there, especially those front seven guys. I thought they did really good today.
Couple of weeks into camp, where do you think you've improved the most here?
Probably just trusting myself and going, just taking the shot, not scared to mess up.
Do you know what the plan is in terms of Friday, in terms of whether you'll play or not?
No, I do not know the plan. Hopefully, I'm out there. I want to get out there and compete.
Appreciate you, son. My man.
All I heard about the linebacker Styles was that he tipped the ball, but that's what you would expect from a DN of his size. He could jump up and bat the ball down.
Yeah.
Post Commanders and Dolphins joint practice analysis on my walk back to the car. I'm not going to bury the lead. The Washington Commanders won the day. But that should be taken with a grain of salt because the Miami Dolphins aren't good. We knew that they weren't good before.
Yeah. He has high standards for his Commanders. Basically said he just figured out that the Dolphins not that good.
But he treating it like it's a game, like it's a real game. It's just practice. So what if we go out there and beat them during our preseason game with them? What if?
For this practice,
are they on the preseason schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that?
If you have a joint practice with a team, you're gonna play them in that preseason that week.
Right.
Weren't good. We knew that they weren't good before this practice. As somebody that watched this practice, they're not going to be good this season. So if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, have a lot of tequila on the shelf because this is going to be a long season. Jaden Daniels, Dr. Daniels, I told y'all the other day he's in his surgical era, and he continues to be operating in the operation room. He put on the scrubs today and went to work in individuals, in 7-on-7s, in teams. He's back, and the JD5 Revenge Tour is back, and it's hit the ground full steam running, and the Miami Dolphins was the latest victims today. Stephon Diggs shined in 1-on-1s. He shined in 7-on-7s. And then we got to the team drills. We saw some explosive plays from Traylon Burks, from Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, from Chig Okonkwo, all coming courtesy of Jaden Daniels.
We look that bad. Everybody was balling out.
Yeah, right.
Golly, the whole roster balled out on us.
It was an air show.
As
the secondary, bro,
say,
they suspect for the Dolphins, bro. They were getting toasted.
I don't know if you're ready to listen.
That's why I'm like, I want to see the footage of I want to see if they throwing bombs. What was Stephon Diggs doing? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm trying to find them, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can find some.
Didn't get a lot of a look at the starting defensive unit because they were doing a lot of work on the side field. But from what I could tell, Mikey Sanders still had a pick six. No, this is not a drill. Caleb Von Chason was dominant today from the team session, from what I saw in the team session on the far side and what they did in the 1-minute drill that they had at the end of practice. Odafe Owe continues to do Odafe Owe things. And we finally saw the brainchild or the brain trust of this Durante Jones defense against somebody else. And I'm going to tell you now, the shit is going to work. The shit is going to work. We are going to have offenses in hell for all of the 2026 season. Because not only do we have a fucking evil genius in Durante Jones running it, but we have the personnel. I saw Sonny Styles and Frankie Louvu run Devon H.A. down on a toss play today like they was running 4-2s. Like they was the ones out there running 4-2s. We got a goddamn demigod as a linebacker in Sonny Styles. And like I said, did I say it already? Mikey Sanders still caught a pick today. This is not a drill. Amazing day coming out of Ashburn. Y'all know I'm going live tonight. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped into the channels, tapped into the page for all the latest updates for the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis on your Washington Commanders over here at Bleeding BNG.
Like you said, bro. I mean, it's a good thing that they do play them in the game because I mean, if they beating them this bad and it's their first time meeting and there's a practice and they got a whole game, it's a good chance it'll be a close game for sure.
Nah, I think it's gonna be a blowout, dog. You wanna know why?
Why?
You know who this is?
That's Wale. Yeah.
You see what he said? He was out there at the practice 4 hours ago.
You said what?
You see what he said? He was out there at the practice 4 hours ago.
You saying he throwing dots everywhere?
Throwing dots everywhere. And they interviewed him at the practice today.
Yeah, I was saying that's
You see out there. Having fun. Jaden, he dealing. You know what I'm saying? People are open. Receivers is catching. What more can you ask for?
For you yourself to be here surrounded, as much as you love this team, to be surrounded by other Commanders fans who are here in the sun just to get a glimpse on these guys, what does it mean to you to be with the people who love the team?
I mean, from my daily it's like the opposite. It's just community. I feel like I'm in charge of the battery. Like I'm with real people. You know what I'm saying? Common interest, the city. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling. From what I see, is a lot of confidence. There's a lot of confidence.
You and AJ Devonta got anything cooking up?
That's my guy. Stay tuned.
All right.
That's my guy. Shout out to Ace the Master too. Pops.
You see out there.
Yeah, it was strange seeing Wale out there. You know. But nobody dropping like clips.
Commanders Dolphins August 12th joint practice recap. For the first hour or so, I was thinking to myself, I was pre-planning what I was going to say. And I was thinking, good day for the Commanders. Definitely encouraging signs. Not going to go so far as to say dominant. Don't want to mislead anybody. And just the way practice ended, I have no choice but to say that was a dominant day for the Washington Commanders. So let's pick it up with Jaden Daniels. He was excellent today. Now, in 7-on-7s, I got to say, he wasn't great. He was not dialed in. But as soon as they got to 11-on-11s, he was outstanding. At MVP level Jaden. I would have to check my notes. I believe I had him at about a 75% completion rate. And right up until the final period, which was 40 seconds on the clock, one timeout, you're at the 30-yard line, you're trailing by 4, got to score a touchdown. Right up until that final period, it felt like 70 to 80% of Jaden's throws went at least 15 yards downfield. He had some really nice intermediate plays.
Yeah. Bro, it's like they having a field day out there with them boys, bro. It is what it is, man. But I mean, shoot, like I said, I know football, bro. Once a team do bad the first time, they usually do better the second time. So
it's a humbling experience.
Basically.
Commanders Dolphins went at least 15 yards downfield. He had some really nice intermediate plays to Chig, to Van, to Diami, to Diggs, and then, of course, the 75-yard bomb to Treylon Burks, which was probably about 30 to 35 yards on a corner route. Treylon got behind his corner and his safety. Jaden put it right over them. It dropped into Treylon's hands, and he ran the extra 40 yards into the end zone. His ball placement today, Jaden Daniels, was just excellent. Again, 7-on-7s. He was rusty. As soon as they got going in the game situation, he turned it on. So I thought he was really good today. Didn't score a touchdown in that final period, which is the only disappointing part, but I thought he had a really, really strong day. And if quarterback is the most important position in football, then edge rusher is up next. And the Commanders have something there. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like, and I'm trying not to gas it because the way they're going right now, Odafe Owe and Kayvon Chason look like they both could get 20 sacks this season. And that won't happen.
Man, that's how bad our tackles look, huh? That's how bad our tackles look. They both look like they could get 20 sacks this season, huh? Okay.
Happen. Number one, just mathematically, it's impossible. And number two, teams will game plan for them. But I'm telling you, in practice, they cannot be blocked. And I mean, when Laramie Tunsil was here, of course, we're praying for his recovery, he couldn't block Odafe Owe. And we know who Laramie Tunsil is. So seeing them up against the Dolphins in that final session.
Oh, yeah, that holds weight right there. If Laramie Tunsil can't even block him, I'm not expecting our guys to block him. Laramie Tunsil is one of the best tackles in the league.
Yeah.
So Dafe Owe might be that good. Just might be, but Kalavion Chason, nah.
Where they were trying to score with limited time on the clock, Owe and Chason sacked Malik Willis on 4 straight plays. And even more impressively, because it was practice and they didn't actually sack him, they didn't blow the whistle. They let the play keep going, and Malik Willis still could not progress the ball. He threw it away one time. He tried to scramble and throw it to someone else another time. I think he had 4 straight incompletions.
Hello?
Nah, I'm still here, dog.
Oh, I'm like,
I'm not
I'm
hearing
really struggling, bro.
no good news, man. No
Huh?
good news. No good news.
There's no good news.
No good news, man. What's good, Frederick? Yeah, 4 straight plays, man. 4 straight plays, bro. It's crazy. But I blame it on the old line. I don't think it's Malik, but I blame it on the old line.
So those edge rushers, I mean, they were on the far side of the field for the majority of practice, but it felt like every time I looked up, Owe and Chason were in the backfield. Javonte Jean-Baptiste had himself a hell of a day as well. He had like 2 or 3 sacks, I think. And
what? But that's a DB, dog.
He said what?
That's a DB.
He said DD.
A DB.
What's that?
A DB, a defensive back.
Oh, a DB. Oh, it's a DB.
We got 3 sacks today against our line.
No, man. Everybody blitzing. Everybody getting free sacks. Everybody get to touch the
one.
quarterback.
You get one. You get one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, man. Y'all letting DBs get sacks like that? Unblockable.
Josh Josephs, I saw him getting busy as well. And when it wasn't the run, the defense was destroyed, or it wasn't a pass, the defense was destroying the run. Deron Payne had himself a hell of a day. I saw Frankie Luvu getting in on stops. Again, I saw Kane Madrano getting in on stops. I saw Johnny Newton getting busy.
Everybody?
Everybody getting busy. Everybody getting busy.
What?
Everybody giving out sacks, bro. They're down. Hey, the Dolphins, bro, they gotta tighten up their old linemen, bro. You gotta pull their cards, bro. And who is really like what is the film room looking like right now after the first practice, the first scrimmage? Because that's all this is, a scrimmage, bro.
But I think they got another one tomorrow. We gotta see how they come out and fight after today. You know, I gotta hear about some good stuff happening because this is bad right here. This is a bad first day. Very, very bad first day. You know, this was the day that we needed to beat the tanking allegations that we got on the team right now because everybody feel like the team's not good enough to compete. But we're bringing in guys making us think that maybe we are trying to compete this year. But we go over there to Washington, D.C., we're getting smoked by the Commanders like this. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he said every name on a roster.
Basically.
Even the kickers took off today.
As well, and when it wasn't the run, the defense was destroyed, or it wasn't a pass, the defense was destroying the run. Deron Payne had himself a hell of a day. I saw Frankie Luvu getting in on stops. Again, I saw Kane Madrano getting in on stops. I saw Johnny Newton getting busy. So I almost wish that the defense was close to us because it looked like they basically destroyed the Dolphins offense more times than not. I wouldn't say it was that lopsided with the Commanders offense against the Dolphins defense, but definitely would still give them the advantage. Final note here, actually 2 things. First thing, the offensive line could have been better. I felt the communication and the togetherness was on point because they did a good job of picking up Miami's blitzes, but sometimes the individuals were still getting beat. Connolly got beat a couple of times. Chris Paul got beat. The center position continues to be an issue. And then the final note, David Blau is dragging his nuts. He has done his homework this offseason. There was a play where Antonio Williams was lined up as the running back in shotgun next to Jaden. And I don't even mean with another running back there. No, he was the only running back on the play. And he runs a wheel route to the pylon. Mariota puts it up. Antonio Williams goes up and mosses the defender for a touchdown. So very, very strong day when it was all said and done for the Washington Commanders. I am once again excited to see this team in action.
Man, I don't even want to look at anything else, man, after hearing that, dog. I feel like a loss, a regular season loss. That's what it feels like right now.
Huh?
I probably feel better if we win our preseason game against the Commanders, but as of right now, man, we got smoked, manhandled.
Joint practice in the books for the Commanders. There was some good, there was some not so good about the day. There was definitely more good than bad. We will start with the bad. The offensive line was not nearly as efficient and as effective as I was hoping they were going to be. That's more so in the run game than it was in pass blocking, but it was a little bit of both. In what they're trying to do with the run game, maybe it'll take a couple of days, a couple of weeks to fully get into rhythm with one another, but I do think that they need to at least look into the potential of shifting Brandon Coleman to guard and going out and getting another tackle. That's not necessarily a knock on Coleman. I thought he actually had a pretty decent day, but for some of the stuff that they're trying to do, especially when it comes to pulling, Coleman's a little bit more athletic than Chris Paul, and we saw a couple of times today where Paul's just not getting to where he needs to get to on time, and the run is getting blown up. So I need to see a little bit more from the offensive line. That's pretty much the only bad. The defense absolutely shredded Miami. Now, they're not exactly going to be a great team, so beating up on the Dolphins almost felt like bullying.
Everybody's not going to be a good team after this practice.
You said what?
Everybody's saying that we're not going to be a good team after this practice.
Oh, damn.
To a certain extent, but they just got after them. It didn't matter if it was the ones, if it was the twos. They were shredding them. And then, of course, Jaden Daniels looked, dare I say, surgical. Huh? Anyone? He looks good, though, man. He's going up against a team that he doesn't get to see every day in practice. And despite the offensive line having some issues, you continue to see Jaden Daniels mastering the offense, understanding where the ball needs to be. And then even when the offensive line does kind of blow up a little bit, he has the speed and the athleticism to continue making the play. And he's keeping his eyes down the field, man. Like, that's something that I've noticed throughout the entirety of camp. He's not doing the tucking and running stuff. He's keeping his eyes down the field, understanding that an incompletion in training camp is really not that big of a deal. So I really liked what I saw from Jaden Daniels. We got the game on Friday. It'll be at a higher speed. We'll see how many of these guys starters actually play, but I'm excited to see the team in action on Friday.
Yeah. Next, I got head coach here. We're going to react to what he had to say about practice.
It's the same as what our players have answered from you when you guys have asked them those questions. I mean, we don't have time for that. We're here to practice. They're here to practice. The other thing is, I have so much respect for everybody that plays this game, whether they're on our team or another team. I mean, this is their livelihood that we got to protect them too. There should be no blind shots. There should be, is there going to be a scuffle or two? I mean, it happens. Should there be a punch thrown? No. If there's a punch thrown, they're out. And that's what I told the team. It's exactly what I told the team throughout camp. And we've been fortunate. There haven't been a lot of fights. We don't have time for that. So if there is, hopefully it gets broken up and we continue to practice, which is the main thing. And it's really, really important. And I told our team is I want to come out of this healthy, and I want Washington to come out of this healthy. Like I said, I have too much respect for all these players to think anything differently. At the same time, I want to be physical. I mean, that's how we need to play, and I'll be disappointed if we're not.
See, a little Mike McDaniels came out of him right there. A little bit of softness.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to allow the fights happen or you get kicked off the team. But you don't know that's what makes the team stronger and more bond when they have fights.
More aggressive, more physical.
And it strikes fear it strikes fear within the whole 32 teams of NFL around the country when they find out that, oh, this is a team that fights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It keeps them on their toes.
But at the same time, that's not something you should advertise to your team. Hey, everybody got to fight so we can be a more aggressive team.
Right. You let it happen. I mean, shoot.
You know, but that's been an issue with the Dolphins ever since a few years ago in regards to them not being aggressive. You know, today it didn't sound like we were aggressive at all either. So
versatility. He's done a really good job setting the edge. He can play inside linebacker. He can play outside linebacker at Sam. And then he's got the ability to rush. So he gives you a linebacker who can play all three downs. He can play in zones. He's good against the run. and he's got rush value to him. So we'll see where he's at, but I like the way he's practiced. See,
Shout out to Trey Moore. Coach was just talking about him in regards to him popping up on film, man. Number 17, look out. The first game on Friday, look out for number 17. He's going to pop up.
The thing
First
that I'm
game's on
most
Friday?
proud is
Huh?
First preseason games on Friday?
Yeah, on Friday against the Commanders.
Okay, bet. See, I like some of the footage from practice right there, ain't it? Or no?
Nah, so first practice is at Washington, D.C. Second one is next week versus the New York Giants. I'll be at that one.
Okay, good.
The third one is against the Falcons. I'm not going to that one.
is in the last 2 weeks and really in the last week, the leadership. A lot of conversations with Malik early on. You know, I think it's important that Malik gets comfortable playing the position. It's like his rookie year. And a lot of times, I think if you try to be the leader and you try to be too vocal and you try to focus on your position and all that you're learning and all the pressure and stress that goes into being a quarterback, I think that's a hard thing to do. So we've kind of been quiet, playing his role, playing football. I saw more leadership this week, not just with, you know, the wide receivers, but the whole offense. And I think that's a really big step, and I'm really proud of him for that. The thing that I'm most proud.
Okay, so it seemed like Malik Willis is still trying to get comfortable with being the franchise quarterback. You know, it's not something that he's used to. You know, he's used to coming off the bench and trying to help the team win the game. But now we're relying on you to know this team in and out to help us win games this year. You know, it might be a lot compared to you just being a backup, and there are some games you don't even have to play. You get to watch a game on the field for free, pretty much. Not for free, but you get what I'm trying to say. So it's going to take Malik Willis time. Hopefully, this is a big step towards his development in regards to becoming that quarterback that we think he could be. You know, I still got faith in Malik. You know, some of y'all probably be like, nah, I'm out on Malik now. But, you know, I still got faith in him. But I just feel like the O-line needs some work before Malik could show us anything. If you don't fix the O-line, Malik might not perform to how we're thinking he's going to perform. Maybe he can't outplay the O-line that we got. You know, maybe our O-line ends up being good this year and it helps him perform better. But I feel like Malik Willis will be just as good as the O-line that we got right now. If you have an average O-line, we have an average Malik Willis. If you have a really good O-line, we have a really good Malik Willis. If you have a bad O-line, we have a bad Malik Willis. So it's really focused on that O-line in regards to what we can get from our quarterback, especially since we paid him all that money. Is it time to panic, DG? Possibly with this practice, but let's see if they could bounce back. You know, Commanders threw the first punch. What are the Dolphins going to do tomorrow in regards to punching them back? Are they going to let them boys punch them again? You know, I feel like it's an even matchup if we go out there and beat them on live television on Friday. Just show us that, okay, that was just a fluky practice. Getting used to each other. You know, but this is
a
like
fluky practice. Yeah, you're going to see, hopefully.
We're going to see. Here's some clips from the practice. It's the cat in the hat. It's good. This is A-Chain right here. You know, he got ranked 26th in the NFL, top 100. You heard me?
Yeah.
Devon A-Chain got ranked 26th
in the top 100.
Yeah, top 100.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Shit. You was a Pro Bowl? You went to the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. He had to, but on Madden they got him ranked 11th
Mm.
based off rating, but he's ranked the 26th best player in the NFL. Yeah, he your size doing this, man.
Mhm.
Y'all practically the same size, right?
Yeah, it might be like an inch or two taller, but yeah, not that much.
Let me see. Devon A. Chain Combine. You not 5'8"?
No, like 5'5" ish.
You 5'5"?
Yeah.
Damn, he got you by a few inches. But the same weight?
Nah. Like I just took my physical like 2 days ago. I'm 5'5", 150. But and like as far as like my prime like weight, I was like 160, 170 something.
Oh, okay.
Like at ASA, I was like 170.
What about your arms?
I don't know. Mhm.
I think mine's like 31, something like that. And my hands, he probably got the same hand size as me, you know. Let me go back to what I was doing. But yeah, shout out to Devon A. Chain. You know, probably the best player on our team. I can say that comfortably now. Probably the best player on our team right now, man. But don't put too much weight on him. You know, y'all heard what Halfley said yesterday in regards to, hey, we gotta give that boy 40 to 45 carries every game, man. And if he does that, I'll carry him out to the bus when we're leaving, just so he doesn't hurt himself even more after the 45 carries. So you definitely gaslighting Devon A. Chain, showing him that you believe that he's probably the best player on the team, and we're gonna put the team in your hands in regards to helping us win games. You know, and like I told y'all, he's probably the best receiver in the receiving room if he did play receiver. Caleb Douglas, he's wide receiver one, but y'all let me know. Caleb Douglas or Devon A. Chain? Who would you rather have at receiver? Let me know. You know, Caleb Douglas. You know, hey, that meeting with him and Jamar Chase and who else was it? T. Higgins. That probably did help him.
Is it what?
You know, the receivers with the Bengals.
Oh, Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Yeah, T. Higgins. Yeah. That's
So
that's only two I know.
yeah, so he met up with those guys. Um, I'll show you a picture.
Picture what?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I'm trying to find the picture right now. Let me see. Okay, he's right here. Did you see it?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of get what he was doing with this. You know, let's say you're a receiver coming out of high school or whatever, and you want to be a 5-star receiver. What would you do to become a 5-star receiver?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Shit, work out with them boys, right?
Right? You get what I'm trying to say? Them
Yeah.
boys, they 5-star receivers. I'd say Jamar Chase is a 5-star. T. Higgins, he's like a 4-star. You know, but they can only make you that much better. Maybe Caleb Douglas is like a 2-star, a 3-star. Maybe this interaction between helps him become that possible 3.5, 4 star, maybe even a 5. It's all up on him in regards to how much he learns from those guys and how much he retains the information. They're doing it at a high level. They should be able to, but at the same time, you guys got Joe Burrow, so it may come easy for them. You got Malik Willis. You have to make it work with Malik Willis, but by the way it sounds like with the old line and how they perform today, it seems like Malik Willis needs more help up front. You know, so let me go back. So, hey, I got some faith in Caleb Douglas. You know, I got some faith in him. My ceiling for Caleb Douglas, top 15, top 20 receiver. Floor, I can see him playing in the NFL for a good 5 to 7 years, maybe 9, but just being that guy, not the main guy, but just being that guy. If somebody goes down, he's going to be there like a Jawan Jennings. I could see that type of role for Caleb Douglas in the future. The crazy thing is he went to Texas Tech. His teammate, Reggie Virgil, he was another guy that we could have picked. It was between him or Reggie Virgil, but uh, we ended up picking Caleb Douglas. But mind you, Reggie Virgil, he had a good performance at the Hall of Fame game. Let me search him up real quick. Very good performance at the Hall of Fame game. So I'm not going to show you the actual footage, but let me see. So this was Caleb Douglas' teammate at Texas Tech. So Caleb Douglas, he was the receiver 1A and he was 1B. Just check out this catch by him at practice. Just catch it one hand.
Yeah, I just catch.
He's been balling out all practice, and I think he had a very good game during the the Arizona Cardinals, they got a deep wide receiver room. Pretty deep. This is a better view. Based off this right here, who would you rather have, Caleb Douglas or his former teammate, Reggie Virgil? I ain't see that yet from Caleb. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't see that yet, but maybe he comes out and does it.
Wait, and he played for the Dolphins right now?
No, his teammate played for the Cardinals. Caleb Douglas plays for the Dolphins.
Mm.
Yeah. Caleb Douglas, he ain't show up on the news yet. Look, he on the news for Arizona right now.
No rain out here. What's the green stuff?
Oh, the green, that's rain.
Oh, rain.
Yeah. We don't see too much of
They
that around
lying.
here.
Ain't no rain out here. Well, right now, y'all see all the rain on the forecast.
That'd be cool.
I heard it was a couple sprinkles out here. I ain't seen nothing personally, but I'm ready for them to come. So, but y'all see this coming up through, what that is down there. That Mexico down there?
Yeah,
then it's coming up from Mexico, coming up through Phoenix.
Broadcasting. They keep showing that play. Yeah, that's a pretty good throw, man. This is him at the Senior Bowl. It look easy. Look at that separation. I give him that. I think he's a better separator than Caleb Douglas. Better separator. But they both have their thing that they're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both tall guys, 6'3" guys at receiver. No, me, I prefer one big receiver that could go up and get it, and one fast one that could take the top off the defense. Then the slot could be anybody. That's how I would like my offense. Sometimes people have that the same receiver on both sides. To me, I don't think that's good. You gotta have two different type of receivers. So yeah, I think he's gonna be a good player. He's from Florida too. Caleb Douglas, I think he's from Texas. Reggie Virgil, he's from Florida. So this probably would have been a better fit for the Dolphins, maybe.
Yes, sir. Go. Yes. No. No. Take him in. No. Yes, sir. I like that. Yep. Outside. Hello.
Reggie Virgil Combine. See, he came from Apaka, Florida. You know where that at? Caleb Douglas Combine. You hear me, Money?
Huh?
He came from Apaka, Florida.
Oh, Virgil.
Yeah.
So, wait, is that what that considered Palm Beach or not? Orlando. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Papa's in Orlando, right?
Close to Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here you can see Caleb Douglas, 6'3" and a half. Reggie, he was 6'2", 5'8", 31-inch arms. Caleb had 32-inch arms. So Caleb, he's a little bit more of a longer guy than Reggie. I say that much. Caleb Douglas, 206 pounds. Reggie, 187 pounds. Hands, 9.25. Caleb Douglas, 10 inches and an eighth. So Caleb Douglas, if you want that longer receiver, longer limbs, those guys with the longer limbs, they can easily go up and get the ball and all that. You would choose Caleb Douglas off of those measurables, but just based off how those guys been matching up and what they've been doing, Reggie Virgil looks better right now. It may change. Caleb Douglas may have a big game against the Commanders and shows us that he's just as good as Reggie Virgil. But seeing Reggie Virgil do good with the Cardinals is showing us that Caleb Douglas has the possibility of, popping out during that game on Friday with Malik Willis. But we just gotta hope that the O line holds up. If the O line doesn't hold up, then we're not going to be able to see if Caleb Douglas is actually as good as we think he is, just based off the practice film we've been seeing.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I got for y'all. So he doing this with Carson Beck too over there. The quarterback that used to be at Miami. So they don't really have an official quarterback. I like Malik Willis over all the quarterbacks in Arizona right now.
Mm-hmm.
All the quarterbacks. So Reggie Virgil, he's doing his thing over there. Doing his thing.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Malik Williams, he's a rookie?
Yeah, he's a rookie. Oh, no, he's not. Malik Willis is not a rookie, no. We just signed him, though.
Where was he before?
He was at Green Bay.
But he wasn't starting, though.
No, he was a backup, but he played well as a backup to the point where we signed him. And our head coach came from over there, too.
All right.
Yeah. But this is just the teammate of the receiver that we picked in the draft. I'm just comparing the two guys to see who would have been the better prospect to pick up. We still have a case for Caleb Douglas if he shows us something, but as of right now, Reggie Virgil look like he could have been the better option compared to Caleb Douglas. I like both guys though. No disrespect to nobody, but I'm just comparing the measurables. That's it.
Good ball placement by a quarterback.
That's different quarterbacks that's thrown to him. Easy money. Carson Beck throwing darts out there, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
They might let him start this year over Jacoby, but they just paid Jacoby a lot of money. Look at this ball. He made this ball look like a handoff. Look, this receiver ain't slowed down. DB kind of tripped up though on that one. But you know what they've been saying about him?
What?
They saying the only reason why he played good because he's an old quarterback.
He's a home quarterback?
He's an old quarterback.
Oh.
He's supposed to perform well in the NFL. He's not like he's young.
Old in dog years.
Yeah, I think he's about to turn 25.
That ain't old.
Yeah. You ran a 4.65. Reggie Virgil ran a 4.65, but he looked like he's faster than a 4.65. He don't look like a 4.65, man. It don't.
I hear what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You run faster than 4.6.
Yeah, he looked like it. But about them guys who play faster than they run, most of the time they end up being good players.
Yeah, Jay Rice.
Yeah, right. That's what we're hoping for Caleb Douglas, because I feel like we already seen signs from Reggie Virgil. Now we're gonna wait till Caleb Douglas goes through this process and we see some great things out of him, because right now we really do need a receiver. Over here with the Cardinals, they have enough receivers. They have enough, and Reggie Virgil is emerging as another option other than Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. Now they got Jeremiah Love. They could throw to him. They got Michael Wilson as well. Now they got Reggie Virgil too. We're still trying to figure out who that top guy gonna be. So, I love our roster, but we might not be good enough to compete with the big dogs. Huh? You said what?
Oh, that was my TV. I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna hope and pray we make something happen, man. I'm hope and pray. Good contested catcher as well. Oh man.
Good job. Get out of the field. Get out of the field. Stop.
He worked with Route God. The guy we went to school with?
Huh?
The guy we went to school with. ASA?
No, yeah. I remember him. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, that's a receiver, right? You working with him?
Yeah, you working with him.
Come on. Good job. Come on. Break. Good job, boy. Hey, there you go. Yep. Nice. Good shit. Yeah. Just stride. Come on, stride. Move. Thank you. Good job. Hey, yes, sir. Good job. Nice. Not bad at all. Inside. Yep.
What would you rate his route running skills?
It's like they run the routes like as if they're a running back, like real shifty left to right.
Mhm.
And I mean, I guess that's the way to get separation. That's definitely one way.
I mean, that's what he's trying to work on. That's his
Yeah,
problem.
separation.
With him, he don't really get separation like that. But he's
Hmm.
a good contested catcher because he got long arms and long
Yeah, I'm
hands.
saying that too.
You know,
Run him at the angle. Stop. Good rep. Inside. Yep. Yes, sir. Come on. That's it. Hey. Yes, sir. Yep. Good job. Yep. Good job, bitch. Go. Come on. Right. Good job. Outside. Yep. Good job. Good job. Get out the field. Job. Come on. Good job. Come on.
y'all want to know who he remind
Good
me
job,
of?
boy.
Y'all want to know who he remind me of? Let me show y'all real quick.
Huh?
That's who he remind me of. Will Fuller. I mean, Will Fuller, he had his years, man, where Will Fuller balled out. He went over 1,000 in his career. But I don't know what was the special case with Will Fuller. This was the Tyreek Hill before Tyreek Hill right here. That speed guy that we had to have in the room. Before this, we tried Mike Wallace. I know y'all remember him, that fast guy who came from Ole Miss. So we kept on trying to get that fast receiver. Will Fuller was just one of them. Probably one of the worser moves we made. But definitely a good player coming out of Notre Dame that I like for sure. Definitely a good player, but I kind of see the similarities in regards to just playing style, speed. Maybe Caleb Douglas turns into his own type of player. That's what I'm seeing with him. I can't really, point him towards a direction. I was thinking Alec Pierce too. Alec Pierce. What's another receiver? A little bit of Mike, but not as tall as Mike. I can see that as well with Caleb Douglas. But, he's just molding into his player, but we're just hoping that he molds into his best self, because we're not seeing the best from Caleb Douglas just yet. But we know it's coming if he's working towards it. It's coming. So I'm not taking this comp as a disrespect to Caleb Douglas, but at the same time, I'm just saying in regards to how he looks like when he's running out there, running those routes
Mhm.
with the route god.
Hey, there you go. Yep. Nice.
A shout out to Vamos. Appreciate you for pulling up. Yeah, it's still early though. Way too early, but just as long as Caleb Douglas is doing the right things every day to be that wide receiver one for the Dolphins, we should be in good hands. The last wide receiver one we had was the last true wide receiver one we had was Tyreek Hill. The last true one. So that's big shoes to fill right there. Really, really big shoes to fill. But we hoping Caleb Douglas could, at least be half or 75% of what Tyreek Hill provided the Dolphins when he was here. 75, 60%, that range is good for me.
It goes back to what I've been talking to you guys about. It's been consistency over time. He's been really consistent. He's made he's made some flash plays, and then he's made some plays where, he needs to catch the ball. But he's probably been one of our most consistent guys. And he showed up every day. So that's where he deserves to be at this point. As far as the depth chart goes, I mean, it's not like when I sit there and I'm watching film, I'm going, he should be here, he should be here. It's a start. Okay. And I told the team the same exact thing because I want to be transparent with them. I want to be transparent with you. If anybody's going to get worked up about where they are in the depth chart right now, hey, come and talk to me because I could probably explain to you, and let's worry about that 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah. How you feel about that, Money?
No, I'm saying he probably is that Coach Ryan getting in the game, man. Not getting in the game because they ain't blocking nobody, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
You want to know why you're not getting in the game? I'll show you why you're getting in the game. Pull that film. Against the practice. Against the
are you
Commanders.
starting a receiver, a rookie receiver?
Is there a receiver?
Yeah, are you starting a rookie receiver?
You said what?
Are you starting a rookie receiver?
You said am I starting a which receiver?
A rookie receiver.
What you mean?
Are you starting a rookie receiver if you're only?
Am I starting a rookie receiver?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, nigga. Let's see that.
Okay. That's what he's talking about. They released the depth chart today, and they got Caleb Douglas as number 1.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I know, Jay. I know. Trust me. I know, man. I know, but we live to see another day. Arch Manning, he looked good out there with Texas. Dante Moore, Oregon. We're gonna be watching a lot of college football this year. A lot of college football, unless Malik Willis shows us that it don't matter about what he has around him. He can elevate the team himself. He's that good of a quarterback. It's either gonna go that way or the other way.
back to what I've been talking to you guys about. It's been consistency over time. He's been really consistent. He's made some flash plays, and then he's made some plays where, he needs to catch the ball. But he's probably been one of our most consistent guys. And he showed up every day. So that's where he deserves to be at this point. As far as the depth chart goes, I mean, it's not like when I sit there and I'm watching film, I'm going, he should be here, he should be here. It's a start. Okay. And I told the team the same exact thing because I want to be transparent with them. I want to be transparent with you. If anybody's going to get worked up about where they are in the depth chart right now, hey, come and talk to me because I could probably explain to you, and let's worry about that 3 weeks from now. It goes.
Yeah, I still like you, Coach, even after a bad practice. All love, Coach. All love. Caleb Douglas. See, what would you rate this route right here? Well, he took too much steps, right?
Yeah, he didn't snap, bro. He didn't snap and turn his head. He ain't got no time to dance. Right, he dancing right there. Just snap, look inside, bro. That's like a skinny post, super skinny post.
He took like 3 steps.
You know what I'm saying, and that was unnecessary. That's like if you like trying to pump your brakes. I mean, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm not good at that. That's why I play defense.
Nah, he ain't had to do all that chopping. That was really unnecessary. At the top of your route too. That's how you really like. That's how someone gets picked. Like get an interception.
I was here at this practice for this one. After this, everybody was like, "Who is that? Who's number 7?" Yeah, like So Dolphin fans are probably going to expect a lot from Caleb Douglas this year. If he shows us that he could perform in one game, you're gonna have to do it consistently now. Consistently.
UNT.
Give me 1 second. Okay, before I go to another topic, I'm just play this video for the new guys who are in here in regards to what happened today. This is just a brief rundown right here.
Post Commanders and Dolphins joint practice analysis on my walk back to the car. I'm not going to bury the lead. The Washington Commanders won the day. But that should be taken with a grain of salt because the Miami Dolphins aren't good. We knew that they weren't good before this practice. As somebody that watched this practice, they're not going to be good this season. So if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, have a lot of tequila on the shelf because this is going to be a long season. Jaden Daniels, Dr. Daniels, I told y'all the other day he's in his surgical era, and he continues to be operating in the operation room. He put on the scrubs today and went to work in individuals, in 7-on-7s, in teams. He's back, and the JD5 Revenge Tour is back, and it's hit the ground full steam running, and the Miami Dolphins was the latest victims today. Stephon Diggs shined in 1-on-1s. He shined in 7-on-7s. And then when we got to the team drills, we saw some explosive plays from Traylon Burks, from Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, from Chig Okonkwo, all coming courtesy of Jaden Daniels, or as I should say, Dr. Daniels. Didn't get a lot of a look at the starting defensive unit because they were doing a lot of work on the side field. But from what I could tell, Mikey Sanders still had a pick six. No, this is not a drill. Calebon Chason was dominant today from the team session, from what I saw in the team session on the far side and what they did in the 1-minute drill that they had at the end of practice. Odafe Owe continued.
I've had enough. I've had enough of the misery of hearing that. For sure. But I got this clip to show you, money. You know who Kyler Murray is, right?
Yeah.
He just got named the starter for the Vikings.
You said what?
He just got named the starter for the Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah, so here's a sneak peek of them walking into not the locker room, but the head coach's room after hearing the news. All right?
Yeah.
JJ Kyler, do you know why I called you into my office today? Coach, call me 9. Shut the fuck up, JJ. I want to announce the starting quarterback. Kyler, congrats.
Fuck you, Couch. Never disrespect 9. You'll regret this.
JJ.
Bro, the AI still got to get out of hand. It's like his whole neck turned the other way.
But you see how short this guy is?
He got so happy around.
He's like 5'10" in real life.
Yeah.
You know? But
That makes him 5'8".
But who you starting just based off of looks? Who you starting at quarterback?
I never even seen I don't even know who number 9 is. I know Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I think they got clips of them throwing with each other. Murray. Okay. That's crazy. I'm not gonna play that. I might get in trouble if I play that. Oh, 1 second, y'all.
Was you looking for a video?
Yeah, then like just the whole. Okay, I got one. This is Kyler right here.
Where's Dallas Turner? Let it go, let it go.
Yeah, he launched that bit to Justin Jefferson. That was a good throw. This is JJ McCarthy right here.
Scared. He's scared. Yep, sack. And he overthrew.
They already like trying to get him married. They don't want him to do
But when you're in a quarterback competition, the fan base is watching the battle itself, and they're seeing who's one up in each other. You see that JJ McCarthy again? That's his fault.
Terrible.
Terrible. It's like they showing his bad plays and the other quarterback good plays.
Yep.
That was a good throw. Ooh, that was a dart right there. Okay. Okay, Colin. Okay.
Yep. Right there.
JJ. He getting the ball there too late. See the nerve.
There.
Short
There.
pass.
That's how you play football.
Start.
There we go. Let it go. Let it go.
Good veteran throw right there. Yeah, so obviously the midget is better. You know? The midget is better. And you can see it from the practice tape. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me see what I got next. Let me see what I got next. Falcons to start Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback versus the Broncos in preseason week 1. What comes to my money? I know you're not a big football guy, but what comes to mind in regards to Tua being announced as a starter for the Falcons this upcoming?
They said first they just trying to see like shit. Should they start him for real in the real season? They don't give it to him because I mean I guess he was started at the Dolphins. So, but if he start throwing picks, they probably gonna not let him start for real. For real.
Yeah,
Gotta give him the first dibs.
First, you know, I guess he can't mess up. Only he can mess up his chance.
How do you feel about his time here in Miami? Like when he was here, and
He was all right. He wasn't that bad, bro. He just had too many concussions, and it's like it affected his uh
Choice. What ball the receiver to throw to. Other
right,
than that, he was pretty like clutch and everything.
you know, he came into this situation. He still is fighting for the job with Michael Penix. That's the guy that they drafted like a few years ago in regards to the first round. So Tua's in a quarterback competition with a guy he throws with his left arm too. They're both lefties. So that's the crazy thing about it. Let me see. Hold on real quick. We're just gonna see some clips of Tua. You know, they said Tua was hurt, but he's back practicing again. So I guess it wasn't anything crazy, you know, like we thought it was.
I think a lot about the calendar, and I think about the offseason program is about laying a foundation, so specifically to the quarterback position. For Mike Penix and Tua, this was learning a new system for our guys. So laying the foundation of the new system, understanding that. When you get to training camp, now it's about really building through your installs, finding out what your players do best. We're just now entering week 1 of the preseason with this game on Friday night. Obviously, Tua is going to play in that game, and I think that's great to get game action with our guys. We'll go to Indy next week, which is awesome for us as we get to practice twice versus a very good Colts team. then I start to think you've learned more about your team, particularly the quarterback position. And I think that comes from reps on the field. That also comes from
Tua will start and play a series and or 10 plays Friday versus the Broncos. So one series. Um, yeah, for sure. I know that for a fact. But, I just keep up with, what's going on. Hey, we had a bad practice. I don't want to keep up with what we got going on with the Dolphins. So I might as well just check in on our other guys who are not with the team no more. But that's going to be a good game to watch. Tua going up against Waddle's team in Denver. Very good game. I'm pretty sure Tua's going to get his reps against starters. Pretty sure about that. So we can see and know if Tua likes what Stefanski is doing for him with this offense.
What you're doing in the meeting room and what you're doing at walkthroughs, and you're understanding the whole thing.
Here's the other guy, Michael Penix, that I was talking about.
I will say this: where we are,
both lefties, both have issues with injuries. So it's kind of strange how they're similar, but they look completely different. It's real strange.
Are at this moment with the quarterback position in mind, I would tell you they've knocked it out of the park. From a preparation standpoint, these guys are on top of it, learning the new system, understanding what's important on each given play. So I'm very pleased with where we are. I just know in the calendar where we are, we're not there yet in terms of naming somebody a starter.
Okay, so they holding strong without naming a starter. I personally believe it's going to be Tua until he messes up. Then it's going to be Michael Penix. That's what I feel like. Tua might have to come out like this so he could play all 17 games, but I don't think they're going to let him come out like this. Yeah, so he got to come out like this to survive a full NFL season, 17 games.
He's gonna be the first quarterback with a license plate on him.
First quarterback with a license plate behind his back. What the back, the flake jacket, or the back plate?
Bruh. There's a construction head on those pads again. Yeah.
AI
That shit
crazy.
crazy. That's the only way he's gonna make it through the whole season, bro. That's the only way he's gonna need something like this, bro.
Or just give him a really good old line. Falcons got a pretty good old line. I'm not even gonna lie. Their old line's not bad, but he might still need this. He might still need this though.
You know what I'm saying? I said he got a way better line now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was funny though. That's funny. Bro.
He been looking decent at practice. For a guy on a 1 year deal worth 1 point something million, it's crazy how they just let him get the number one. Number one got to go to that dog, like that person who's been with the organization for a long time.
Yeah.
But Tua, he been wearing one all his career pretty much. Alabama 13. He was wearing 13 at Alabama, so he could have went to 13 over here. To a Charlie Warner.
Top 5 quarterbacks in the league: Patrick, Tua, Lamar, Dak, Baker Mayfield.
That boy home boy. You might as well hop on a live stream with us, bro, and just react to Dolphins practice.
Not saying that. He put Tua in his top 5 quarterbacks. Hell no.
You said Tua is top 5 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
You got to. Y'all on Bonds, he don't do him. That's like, cause the thing about it, people will say like, oh, sometimes quarterbacks be having favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, bro, you gotta like, even if he's not your favorite, like, I mean, if he ain't his favorite, it's like, shoot, you my favorite. You don't do me all these bombs, bro. Shoot.
Nah, but Tyreek had good years with the Chiefs too. So
You said what?
Tyreek Hill had good years with the Chiefs too.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. But he gotta be like up there for sure, like top 2, top 3 for sure.
Quarterbacks in the league: Patrick, Tua, Lamar,
See, told you in that order. Patrick Tua.
Dak,
You said Lamar.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
Oh, like I mean, well, he didn't play with all them dudes.
that's what I'm saying. But he put Tua in there too. Tua don't. Tua shouldn't be in there, but he said Tua.
It is positive because you look at the film, you look at everything. It's basically Mike and how he's seeing things and how the defense is reacting to him being a lefty. I think it's unique with with me being a lefty as well. And then also like when we're installing too, like it's an install for lefties for the most part. So that's also fun.
So what about the third string quarterback? The third string quarterback is not a lefty, right? Let me look at the depth chart. Falcons depth chart. Cooper Rush, I think he's a right-handed quarterback. So if your starting quarterback and your backup quarterback are left-hand quarterbacks, you should have your third quarterback a left-hand guy. Just so everything is not off script, just in case if these two get hurt, which it possibly will happen. Both of these guys will get hurt throughout the season. I don't think they're gonna make it throughout the whole season. Both of these guys. So Cooper Rush, get ready. They just signed them too. They just signed Cooper Rush, knowing that these guys can't stay up, man. They just did that.
Yeah, I would say it hasn't been as difficult this year, just because, as I've said in prior interviews, I'm not on social media. Like I don't have any of that. And then outside of that, like I go home, I see my kids, whether I throw 5 picks, or 5.
Hold on, what happened?
Yo,
Yeah, I would say it hasn't been as difficult this year, just because, as I've said in prior interviews, I'm not on social media. Like I don't have any of that. And then outside of that, like I go home, I see my kids, whether I throw 5 picks or 5 touchdowns, we win the game, we lose the game. I get to come home to my kids.
He's happy regardless.
You want to know when he said this?
When?
He said this after a game where he threw 3 picks. That's why I'm laughing, because the timing of the video.
Yeah. You know that they're gonna be mad at him for throwing all the picks. Don't care.
Bro, I was down laughing when I seen this, bro.
Happy to see me.
But I know how some people are. They don't like to dwell on the past. I'm gonna wait to see what the Dolphins do tomorrow in regards to how I could judge them. Right now I can't really judge them based on what happened today. Hey, look at this photo.
Yeah, you have to auto picks, bro. Yo, you trolling,
Yeah.
He was thrown into the fire, and you can either get burned by it or throw on your fire suit, and he's thrown on his fire suit. So I think he's gonna be ready. He's a quiet dude, but on the field he shows himself. So I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick off the Tua commentary. I know people getting their feelings about Tua, so I don't want to stick with this for too long. I know people getting their feelings about Tua So I'm not gonna stick on this for too long. But I do got a video to show you. We got a video to show you. Hold on real quick. So you know where Sam Houston is, right?
Sam Houston?
Yeah,
Not was it Texas?
I think it is. No, this is the football team. The football team dropped this video.
Tyler, I trust you.
That's close.
I would have.
I'm waiting for somebody. Oh, man. Oh, you about to do for it. Oh. That's a quarterback.
Quarterback, okay.
Oh my God.
They didn't even go past it.
I didn't like that one.
Quarterback.
Let's go, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he still can't make it. I'm remembering this.
You think college teams should start doing this? Look at this one. Money.
Huh?
Look at this one. That's CTE right there, man.
Is a CT in the back of the head?
CTE back in the head. Any topics y'all want us to talk about? Well, I got this for y'all. Here's Michael Parsons talking about Coach Hafford.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's just about pass rush. I think about is commanding the defensive front. Like the way I set it up, I can dictate the slides, know where the slide's going, understand protections. I think I'm above IQ than every rusher in the league. I don't like. I've learned from the best between Dan, Zim, Halfley. Like I really understand football at a way better level, so it allows me to use those abilities that I haven't seen no one else do. So yeah, and I don't even think it's just.
Shout out to Micah. Showing praise to Coach Halfley in regards to him as a coach. He was his defensive coordinator last year when they made a big trade for him to go to Green Bay from the Cowboys. And we're hoping that, what Halfley taught Michael Parsons, he can teach Chop Robinson so he could play up to that standard that Michael Parsons played for the Green Bay Packers before he got hurt because, he ain't really played the whole year, because of the injury, but he really had a really good year in regards to pressures. And, jack of all trades, he could line them up anywhere. Anywhere. I'm trying to find some clips on him so we can see how Halfley used Michael Parsons and we could mold it into how we can use that with Chop Robinson. But first, let me show y'all this video. It's hard going up against a wrestler, dog. It's hard. A sumo wrestler.
Yeah, real sumo.
Yeah, them boys strong. Even though they don't look like it. That's a CJ Straw right here.
You baby, you little baby, you little baby. You say you little baby. You go.
Yeah, that boy's what? That's
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell no. That boy's
Yeah.
It would have been impressive if he like flipped him. I'm like, damn, that's tough right there. He flipped him. That's pretty good. Man, if any one of y'all know him, give me his contact.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be playing O-line.
I'm saying.
Yeah, if you go hold up Michael Parsons like this, you need to play O-line in the NFL for sure.
Little boy, he's a little boy. I know Von Beach. I know Von Beach. Baby.
You know who he look like?
Who?
I'm gonna show you.
Oh, you talking about Fat Bastard?
Nah.
Oh, then I think talking about Austin Powers.
Online. I don't see the difference. It's the same way. But Majin Buu, he was one of my favorite characters on Dragon Ball Z for real. He was. Chop Robinson, just do whatever Michael Parsons does, because I would love to see Chop Robinson get to this Michael Parsons level. I would love to see that right there. Love it. I do got some. This is him against Laremy Tunsil, one of the top tackles in the NFL. You know, holding his own. He's only 240, 250 going up against guys 320, 330. You know, he's stronger than he looks too. You know, Chop, I don't think Chop could do this. I don't think Chop could do this consistently. You know, he's not beating Laramie, you know, but at the same time, he's having his way in some ways in regards to beating him and, you know, being in the backfield. But Jaden Daniels, he's a good quarterback. He's going to get rid of the ball at the right time. He can move as well, move in the pocket.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, George. I'm getting sleepy low key. I might have to.
I'm at 10 minutes. It's about
2 more minutes.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any other Green Bay highlights that we can use. I'm not seeing anything. If there's anything else y'all want me to touch base on, just let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. We gonna end it around 2 hours. Right now we have an hour and 50 minutes. Some updates. What's going on? Football. The 49ers are signing former Raiders running back Zamir White. White, 26, worked out for the 49ers on Monday. I'm not too sure what the issue is. Christian McCaffrey. They got Isaac Guerrero. They got the guy from Indiana. They drafted a guy from Indiana. So their running back room is pretty set, but maybe injuries is the reason why they're signing Zamir White. I don't think he's a scheme fit for Shanahan type of scheme, but maybe they could do something different with him, like goal line situations. Instead of giving Christian McCaffrey all the carries, you have Zamir White. You know, he was a good running back at Georgia as well. Very good running back, but he hasn't lived up to what he was at Georgia in the NFL. Last year they had Brian Robertson Jr. Playing this role. He's on another team now, and they brought in Zamir White to fill it in. So, hey, we'll see what happens. You know, not a bad guy. Atlanta Falcons quarterback Tua will start Friday night. We just spoke about that. Here's Zamir White doing a workout.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I'm not gonna do that many.
That's a lot. Curling 45 like that.
He ain't really curling it though. He damn near almost hang cleaning it.
Bro, I can't even hang clean like this. I can't even do this. I can curl 45s though. Like I could do that.
Somebody got to do it. I'm not gonna do that many.
That's a ridiculous catch. Ooh. Shoot. That's a great catch, man. Just plucked it out the air. Plucked out the air. Seems like the Bucks, they're gonna be fine without Mike Evans, huh?
Huh?
The Bucks gonna be fine without Mike Evans. We just spoke about Zamir White. This is it. This is an amazing ACL. You should never have any more knee problems for the rest of your career. Okay. Okay, sure. Sure. I mean, I don't know. If the doctor is saying it, maybe we should believe it, but we'll see. We'll see if Michael Penix could hold up this year.
Mm-hmm.
Terry McLaurin and Stephon Diggs are top what wide receiver duo in the NFL. I give him a top 10. I give him a top 10. Ceiling, I could see him being top 7, top 8, but nothing past that, in my opinion. Nothing past that.
Number one.
Huh? You said what?
Who you think number one? Jamar Chase.
Probably, yeah. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Probably. But CD and George Pickens as well. It looked like it's gonna be a good relationship between those two guys. Very good relationship. Here goes Minka.
I would watch your highlight film before every game. I was like, shoot, I had dudes that said like 2 days ago, they were like, I remember when I was in 5th grade, I would watch your highlight film before every game. I was like, man, I don't know if I like that. But it's awesome. A lot of those dudes, they really look up to me, and they really they admired my game back in the day, and they still do now, and they pay a lot of respect to me, and I really appreciate the way that they show love. Shoot, I had
Mika getting old, man. Mika getting real old. Our draft pick at safety. Thought he was gonna change the program. I heard he got mad that he got traded. He wasn't mad, he was happy, but we were trying to make him be that versatile DB. But I guess he got mad because we put too much on his plate. Then he went to the Steelers, and the Steelers limited him to do a specific thing. And then now he regrets that he left Miami because we were trying to make him versatile in the first place, based off what he did in college. He was that DB that could play corner, safety, strong safety,
nickel.
Nickel. You could do it all, but you just ain't want that much smoke his first year. So that's when he requested a trade, and he seen that we're gonna be a bad team. Like, you know what, I'm out. I can't do this. So shout out Minka. He's with the Jets now, his home team though. So that should be good for him. Like I mentioned earlier, Dolphins rookie cornerback Chris Johnson missing today's joint practice with the Commanders. So with our DBs getting burnt, at least we don't have our official starters out there. I'm hoping that we can see them in the game on Friday, but we didn't have our starters at DB. So as expected, we probably would have got cut today, no matter what, just based off the guys who were not participating. Reports from both Fins Up and Raise Hell onlookers at today's joint practice agreed Chop Robinson had himself a day. Shout out to Chop Robinson. Larry Tunsil wasn't out there to show us that he could have done this against him, but at least he's doing it against another team instead of us going up against each other. And he's still proving that he could still be productive, just like he's showing us at practice. Shout out to Chop Robinson. Jalen Hurts. Damn. I thought he was going to catch that. That was a pick. That's Quinyon Mitchell right there. And he kicked the ball to the audience. Denzel Boston, the receiver that the Browns drafted, seems like he's having a good camp as well. A Brown source said he looks like he can be Drake London for us. Moved into starting lineup to play X with plans to move around the formation. Could be eventual number one receiver. So I feel like he will be the number one. Concepcion will be the number two. Jerry Jeudy, I wouldn't mind Jerry Jeudy come to the Dolphins. I will make that trade. For sure. I wouldn't mind Jerry Jeudy come to the Dolphins. So let Denzel Boston do his thing. Let a Concepcion do his thing as well. And I feel like Jerry Jeudy with the Dolphins will make us at least a little better. At least a little better. It will give us a little bit more hope. Bring Jerry Jeudy back to the crib, the hometown, so he could do this thing. No, not that. Let me switch it up. Let me see. Oh, that's Elijah Moore. But like I said, Jerry Jeudy from the crib. We're not gonna have his quarterback here, Tua, but we'll have Malik Willis for you to work out with us. Jerry Jeudy, very good route runner.
Oh my God.
Very good route runner. So you think Malik Willis can't throw to this? All we're gonna ask you to do is separate, Jerry. All you gotta do is separate. You bring Jerry here. We have Tutu on the team already. Bring all the boys from the crib back. Bring all the boys from the crib back.
Oh my God.
One of the best route runners I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Even though it hasn't completely translated to the NFL to a certain degree, he has had some good years, but he could definitely capitalize off of his God-given talent itself. He could be a top 10 receiver easily in the NFL just based off what he did at Alabama with that route running and the things that he shows that he still can do on the NFL level. Cleveland Browns kind of disrespected him by how they drafted, by getting Concepcion, by getting Denzel Boston. Now you're pushing him back to wide receiver 3, 4, even though I think Jerry Jeudy could be a wide receiver 2 or 1, a low-end 1, high-end 2. But right now it seems like this season, Concepcion, he's showing something at camp. And Denzel Boston showing that they're going to be the 1 and 2 punch. And they got Harold Fenton. The number's not going to be there for Jerry Jeudy. So maybe Jerry Jeudy might come to Miami by the trade deadline. If it seems like the right move, I feel like the Dolphins would do it. But if we're not in a good state to bring in Jerry Jeudy, don't even try to bother. Just, stick it out. And we'll double back next year. Maybe he's available for free agency or just through the draft. We could build up through the draft itself,
Oh my God.
Bring Jerry Jeudy back to the crib. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. He went to Deerfield Beach. It seemed like they went to Georgia to play Grace in high school. But yeah, we're going to see, man. We're going to see with Mr. Jerry Jeudy. I think he's Haitian, too. He's Haitian. But y'all not saying nothing in the comments. Oh, I got to show y'all this. Got to show y'all this. Ruben Bain had himself a day against the Jets, huh? Let's check this out, man. The guy that was supposed to be a Dolphin. Let's see what he did. Oh, that was David Walker. Okay, David. Oh, nice move. Ooh. He tore his ACL last year. He looking like a new and improved person. You know, he got the brace on the knee though still.
Get to it. Yes, sir. That's it right there. Good pick. Oh, yeah. Get to it. Get to it. Good.
Yeah, that D-line's scary. That D-line is scary. D-line is scary, man. There it is, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody who pulled up. Jay Runshy, Frederick, Christian Lee, Crazy Dolphin, Ramos. I already said Frederick. Everybody who pulled up, appreciate y'all, man. Please like, comment, subscribe for more content. I'll be back tomorrow to cover joint practice again, I believe, and I'll also be covering the game as well. Once the game happens, we'll go over the stats and the whole nine on this channel. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. We at 6,700. We're trying to get to 7K, and then eventually 8K, 10K. You know, that's the main goal. Y'all follow me on my socials. It's up on the top of the live stream, and we could definitely, see the growth in regards to what I got going on with this, and I got my social media company that I'm running, and I'm also working with ESPN or whatever. Got a lot of stuff that I got going on, but yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. You already know what it is. It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment, and it's your boy DG.